Bullshit, man. Chapter 3. The DAM at Work method. In comparison to the DAM online method outlined in the previous chapter, the DAM at Work method relies less on mass media and more on leveraging workplace allegations and work-related authorities. And while it's not quite easy as posting allegations across the internet, the amount of effort required for remarkably destructive results is still surprisingly small. I'll illustrate with the following vignette. Kathy Click was a new hire, a recent graduate with a master's degree in marketing. She was happy to finally leave the academic world and hit the ground running at her first real job. Socially outgoing and chatty, Kathy related to her colleagues as though they were personal friends. She started a company bowling team, went to happy hour with coworkers, and was devilishly excited to engage in office gossip. Upper management liked her energy, initiative, and people person personality. It wasn't long before she developed a close-knit group of followers. Oh, I know where this is going. At work, Eric, introvert, however, tended to keep to himself, true to the many stereotypes about engineers. He was more comfortable working with data and things than with people. A longtime employee of the company, he had worked his way up over the years from an entry-level position to senior engineer. It didn't take Kathy long to discover that she disliked Eric. He was reserved, had few friends, and did not participate in company social activities. Likewise, he consistently declined Kathy's invitations to join the bowling team and other such things. Worse, when she expressed new ideas about how to market the company's products, he often criticized her for overselling the products' technical capabilities. In sum, Eric got in her way and made him look bad. So because this guy got in her way and made her look bad, she's going to destroy him. How do you ever look at women the same again after this? So true to her nature, Kathy began to communicate her dismay to her large circle of friends at work. She complained that Eric stifled her ideas by interrupting and criticizing her during meetings. She said that Eric discounted her perspectives because she was female. My God. To be supportive, her work friends echoed her sentiments and reinforced her negative views of Eric. You people are being manipulated by these women, bro. You're being manipulated. That's what's happening. Empowered, Kathy then took her complaints to human resources. She stated that Eric did not acknowledge her contributions because she was a woman. She said that he spoke aggressively and that she did not feel safe during meetings with him. Oh my God. When HR asked if there was anything else about Eric that made her feel uncomfortable, Kathy added that perhaps he didn't listen to ideas because he was sexually attracted to her. Oh my God. And now that she thought more deeply about it, she recalled instances when he stared at her breasts rather than making eye contact while she was speaking. Further, when asked if were any witnesses, Kathy said she had been sharing her concerns with coworkers for quite some time. They agreed with her and they would vouch for her. HR confronted Eric blindsided. He said he had no idea what Kathy or her friends at work were even talking about, that he related to her no differently than any other employee. He also said he had not violated any company policies. No one else had ever complained about him during his years with the company, and HR had no tangible evidence to support allegations of sex discrimination. Nevertheless, in order to maintain a safe work environment, promote diversity, and avoid further complications, HR mandated that Eric formally apologize to Kathy and refrain from criticizing her. They also threatened to terminate Eric if he did not comply. Informed his manager that what had occurred and added documentation about the incident to Eric's permanent personal file. Rumors traveled fast around the company about Eric's apology and that his disrespect for women, fearing termination, that he no longer voiced his opinions during meetings and retracted his views whenever a female coworkers took issue with them. He was eventually passed over for promotion. Kathy was applauded for having the bravery to voice her concerns and stand up to sexual discrimination. She advanced quickly in her career with the company. I don't know how you ever look at women the same after this. I don't know how. I genuinely don't. This is life-changing. This is life-changing. I'm trying to think here. I don't know how to get past this. What I'm reading, I don't know how to get past it. I don't know what I'm gonna do after I finish filming and after I edit and after I release this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna look at women the same anymore. You may be thinking at this point, is that all it took to destroy Eric's career? As the Vignet is derived from real incidents, I assure you that it really can be that easy. How am I going to look at these women the same ever again? While leveraging work-related authorities is the key to enabling the damn at work method, crafting appropriate workplace allegations and utilizing the correct channels to convey them is required to get these authorities involved. That said, let's review how to tailor the three fundamentals to destroy a man now at work, beginning with the allegations. Crafting allegations. Money matters most to companies, and that's what's most important to keep in mind when crafting workplace allegations. Making money is a company's main purpose. It's why the companies exist. Profits grow them, and financial losses lead to their death. Even companies who strive to make the world a better place couldn't do so if they didn't make money to fund their efforts. Likewise, the same is true for a company's functions or departments. And it is easy to see how functions like product development, sales, and marketing exist to make the company money. However, it's less easy to see how money is also the guiding star for functions like HR and legal departments. Make no mistake, these departments do not exist to help employees or protect employees, despite portraying themselves that way. I've known that forever, and I'm glad it's in the book finally, and now we can say it. HR is not your friend. HR is not your friend. That's why Toby was a piece of shit in the office, because HR is not your friend, bro. And I'm going to say this again. I'm going to have a very hard time looking at women the same after reading this. A very hard time. I'm going to have a hard time wanting a relationship. This is life changing. Rather, their primary function is to protect companies against financial losses that can arise from personnel matters, lawsuits, and the like. For example, companies invest in diversity and sexual harassment training for employees, not because training creates a better workplace. Many studies show it has little effect, but because it helps protect the companies from lawsuit. E.g., companies can argue that they are not responsible for employee misconduct because they provided training on proper conduct. In some, companies can fully recognize the massive damage Allison Allegation, Mary Media, and Arthur Authority are capable of, especially in terms of generating this kind of scandal and public outrage that results in boycotts, costly legal action, tarnished brand reputation, and other huge financial losses. In addition to posing a threat to the company profitability, viable workplace allegations also require a victim in need of protection. In work context, victims are generally synonymous with protected classes, women, minorities. Oh my God. The term protected class stems from the U.S. federal anti-discrimination law, meaning that companies are held legally liable and can lose money from allegations about mistreatment of people in protected classes. Similarly, people who have less power in organizations due to their position, title, or status, e.g. entry-level employees, can also be considered victims because of those who have more power. For instance, because business owners and managers can tell employees what to do and terminate employees who do not comply, they can easily be perceived as misusing their power or mistreating their subordinates. Combine people in the protected classes and the lower levels of positions, such as female subordinates, make excellent victims for workplace allegations that can destroy a man now. Now I'm angry again. So when we boil it down, simple and familiar ingredients of crafting damn at work allegations emerge. Claims be made about a male employee doing something scandalous to a victim. However, like Allison Allegation dressed in business attire, the claims have to be properly suited for the workplace environment and be taken seriously by coworkers, managers, HR, and so on. Fortunately, scandalous yet plausible. I don't know how you don't kill someone at your job if they do this to you. And I'm not talking about a woman. I'm talking about if HR did this to you. I don't know how you just don't follow the person that is HR. I don't know how you don't follow them home, in their home, and you just murder them in their house. I don't know how you don't do that. You have a person, you have a woman that's literally killing a man, and they're using exploitation to do it. And HR is a tool of this. And I don't know how you allow that. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if I was sitting across from HR and the HR person was telling me all of this and I know it's not true. I think I would beat the shit out of that person. I probably would. And especially after reading this, I have no sympathy for any woman ever again. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I mean, how can you find a relationship? How can you even try and talk to a girl? How can you even try and message a girl? How can you even try and walk up to a girl knowing that this kind of shit is out there, bro? And they'll use this against you. This is life altering. Fortunately, scandalous yet plausible claims can come from magnifying just about anything a man does with a potential victim. For example, a man who hugs women at work can be easily accused of unwanted touching. A man who expresses opinions that differ from those held by people in protected classes can be accused of being aggressive and creating an unsafe work environment. Here's your unsafe work environment, bitch. Here's your fucking unsafe work environment. And yeah, it's me. And it's me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the strong opinion. I'm the asshole. Here's your fucking unsafe work environment. A man who uses humor that involves protected classes or subordinates can be accused of making inappropriate jokes and creating a hostile workplace. Moreover, a man who engages in a sexual relationship, even a consensual one or anything even related to sexual activity with a potential victim from the workplace, e.g. asking a female colleague to join him for dinner, can easily be accused of unwanted sexual advances, sexual harassment, and other forms of sexual misconduct. You can't even talk to a girl now in the fucking workplace. Oh my fucking God. Yet, like the damn online method, while it's important to make the allegations scandalous, it's counterproductive, especially in workplace settings, to go overboard and make them ridiculous. For instance, accusing a manager of rubbing up against female subordinates and repeatedly asking them on dates is enough to do serious and lasting damage, whereas saying he rapes women daily in the employee lounge on lunch breaks, well, that just sounds stupid. No shit. Borders on unbelievable and could undermine your credibility. Along the same lines, it's generally more effective to make allegations related to a man's character. He's abusive, sexual. Yeah, and that's why I like being the way I am on my videos. Look, I know what I keep saying. How am I going to look at women the same after this? But no, I don't know. I don't know. I can't cover my ass on that one. I don't know. I don't know how, in the workplace, in the office, in a restaurant, in a club, on Facebook. How are you ever going to look at women the same again? Along the same lines, it's generally more effective to make allegations related to a man's character rather than something tangible like the quality of his work. A man can provide evidence to back up the quality of his work, whereas scandalous allegations about his character are much more difficult to defend against. And as we know from Chapter 1, such allegations can become their own evidence with the media's help. Leveraging media. Smear campaigns channeled through companies' internal communication networks are one of the most effective media means for destroying a man at work. Before you can take your allegations directly to authorities like HR, you'll need to ensure they'll find some kind of support for your claims upon investigation. For example, if you were to allege to HR that a manager tries to date female subordinates, but the manager's coworkers say they've never heard anything about it when HR asks, the allegation probably won't go far. However, if coworkers are able to say they've heard about the manager trying to date female subordinates, then further action from HR is likely. The more coworkers can vouch for an allegation, the more effective it is. And smear campaigns can do a great job of spreading claims and cultivating support. If you work with women in your office, I don't know how you look at them the same after hearing what we're reading together. I don't know how you do. So what's required for an effective smear campaign? Well, first you need an internal communication network, or to put it more simply, work friends. You probably already have a network of friends at work, but if you are new to the company or tend to be a loner, you'll have to develop one. The vignette at the beginning of the chapter illustrated how Kathy Click did an outstanding job of building a broad network of work friends quickly. And we all know the woman in the office that has so many friends. Oh my God. But it's not necessary to go as far as starting a company bowling team. And although it's outside the scope of this handbook to detail how to make friends, plenty of other books focus on that. I'll share some important tips on how to maximize your network for damn purposes. First, it's wise to befriend people in the company who are informally influential. Now they're telling you to go be a fake friend. These folks are akin to the popular kids at school who set trends, gain followers, and always have friends who sit with the lunch table. Always have friends to sit with at the lunch table. Sorry, ugh. Other employees respect these people's opinions and follow their lead. In corporate lingo, people like these are referred to as opinion leaders. Gaining an opinion leader's friendship, trust, and sharing your claims with that person is almost like publishing allegations in a company newsletter. Second, it's important to befriend people in the company who are formally influential. These are folks who have power because of their position, title, or status, e.g., director, manager, etc. Building relationships with these people is a little more challenging than making friends with the popular kids just discussed. However, the obstacles inherent to the organizational structures, e.g., an entry-level worker has no business talking to an executive, can be circumvented in a number of ways, such as a company social events and mentoring programs. For instance, there are usually opportunities to strike up conversations with higher level employees at company-held birthday celebrations, retirement parties, and the like. Likewise, you can join company clubs such as the Event Planning Committee or the Diversity and Inclusion Group that provide opportunities to network with people at various levels throughout the organization. Further, mentoring programs offer great opportunities to build those close relationships with high-level people, relationships that are intended to provide support for dealing with sensitive or controversial company matters such as hostile work environment. Third, it's useful to have many people in your work network. Even if they don't know you on a deep personal level, the sheer number of people who know you and think positively of you can help greatly in terms of supporting your claims and spreading allegations. Now I'm angry again. The rule of reciprocity is also important to keep in mind here. People are more likely to think positively of you and do something for you if you've done something for them. Dude, if you have a woman in the workplace that acts like this, we all do. I don't know how you don't look at these people and look at them, and look at them the same. I don't know how you don't. I don't know, man. So be friendly and helpful to others in the workplace whenever you can, as your favors will tend to be reimbursed and returned in kind. Moreover, besides being useful for our damn purposes, acting on opportunities to be friendly and helpful can advance your career in general. With your network of friends established, you can then begin your smear campaign. Everything we've already covered about crafting allegations applies here. However, I will reiterate that the damn at work method calls for you to be subtle and keep the idiosyncrasies of your work context in mind. For instance, setting up a formal meeting with a random employee to claim you've been raped by your manager will likely cause that coworker to become uncomfortable and pass responsibility to HR prematurely, either by going to HR directly or encouraging you to do so. In contrast, however, saying something more subtly at work to a work friend during lunch, such as "I'm dreading my next meeting with my manager. I always catch him looking at my breasts," is far more effective, and especially if the work friend is an opinion leader and or has high-level status in the company. A comment phrased and delivered in that manner can fuel gossip that will spread your claim and garner its acceptance company-wide. Likewise, similar comments made to multiple coworkers over time, be careful not to overdo it, can create a groundswell, and soon employees will be whispering things like, "Watch out for that manager. Everyone says he's a creep who can't keep his eyes off women." While internal company communication channels are notably effective for destroying a man at work, media external for the company can also be leveraged to great effect. For example, the damn online method outlined in chapter 2 can easily lead to a man losing his job and even be combined with the damn at work method. However, if destroying a man's career is your primary intention, it's especially helpful to include scandalous workplace conduct allegations when posting on complaint websites and social media. Similarly, as the examples in Chapter 2 illustrate, it's also helpful to identify a man's place of employment and his job title and his work-related victims, because they are public. Those allegations alone can be enough to get authorities like HR and legal departments to take action, especially if they align with the allegations you've spread within the company. Leveraging authority. When it comes to the damn at work method, the relationship between authorities affords the greatest leverage, mainly the relationship between authorities internal to the company, such as HR, and authorities external to the company, such as the U.S. legal system. As alluded to earlier, companies are fearful of financial losses imposed by external authorities. And it's a responsibility of the company factions like HR and the legal department to protect against those losses by ensuring the regulations are followed, by defending against claims to the contrary. So company authorities still operate as protector and savior, but it's the company and not you they strive to protect most. However, that also means you can leverage a threat of going to external authorities as a way to motivate company authorities to act, e.g. conveying that you'll take your concerns to police if HR does not do something to address your allegations, whether they're true or not. With all that in mind, the actions of the company authorities can be understood in two ways: managing allegations before they reach the public and dealing with allegations after they are publicized. Companies manage pre-public allegations by acting to quiet them and avoid the financial losses that can result from lowered employee productivity, morale, legal claims, and the like. These actions can take several forms, the beginning of coercing accused to apologize to the accusers. An apology by the accused costs the company nothing. It's relatively quick and quiet and can save the company money by retaining employees involved and avoiding the cost of new hires. Indeed, the company authorities hope an apology from the accused will diffuse allegations and reduce escalation. Likewise, HR may separate people involved to alleviate tensions by transferring them to different areas of the company, staggering work hours, and so on. Company authorities also document incidents and the steps they take to resolve them to defend against possible legal problems. Although these actions may not initially appear to be severe enough to destroy a man, they actually work very well for our damn purposes. Most people perceive an apology as an admission of guilt with the C. Never apologize. Never. Why would he apologize if he didn't do anything wrong? While the apologizer usually does it because he fears losing his job, it's rarely understood by the others that way. Similarly, when the company separates the accused from accusers in the workplace, people assume the accused is guilty, with the thinking being, why would the company transfer him if he wasn't a real problem? And documentation about the incident is a scandalous scar on the accused's personal record, hindering favorable performance reviews, promotions, and so on. As shown with Eric Introvert in this chapter's vignette. Is that how you say it? I don't know. These actions are plenty to damn. The man's reputation is ruined. His opinions are discounted. He's passed over for career opportunities. He's effectively condemned in the workplace. However, these scandalous allegations, I've been squeezing my phone. However, scandalous allegations about an employee become public, or it's apparent that they will become public, is the easiest way for a company's authorities to avoid repercussions with external authorities, or to cut ties with the accused. More specifically, when the potential financial losses to a company, e.g. boycotts, tarnished brand reputation, or expensive legal action, exceed the money that could be saved by keeping accused employed, the company will terminate his employment or force him to resign, which meets our damn intentions. Notice that concepts like truth, justice, or right and wrong are not at play here. Rather, when companies are involved, it's all about money. Finally, it's typically better to leveraging external authorities unless your allegations qualify as violent crimes. Rape, the claims you've crafted and spread through your workplace network, will likely matter more to the company's authorities than the external authorities. Moreover, once they are brought into the picture, external authorities tend to coordinate with a company's internal authorities, which can backfire if you haven't already done your groundwork with the internal authorities, e.g. HR may not vouch for you.